Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC and today I'm checking out the video capabilities of the Walkera Aibao. Now, I have already done a video on the augmented reality app and I will link that in the below, where I also unbox it and check out all of the settings for both Android and iOS. But today I'm just going to focus on the video capabilities. So of course I have got my iPhone 6 Plus here, and of course to take advantage of the video capabilities of this one you do need an iOS device. At the moment it's only supported on iOS. So without further ado, I'm going to turn the quadcopter on first. There's a little on switch at the bottom there and the quadcopter starts beeping, and then I'm going to turn on the transmitter. Just a button there, you have to hold it down for a couple of seconds. There's some LEDs that flash across the bottom of the transmitter and you can't see them very well in daylight. When they all flash, it has bound. So something that I'm going to do, which I didn't do in the last video, is show you how to calibrate the compass, because that is something that is important to do when you first fly this thing. And to do that, once it is bound, you take both of the sticks and move them to the bottom corner. Now, in sunlight it's difficult to see the lights going on the quadcopter, but the blue lights at the front are flashing, which means that it's ready to have its horizontal calibration. So I'm just going to pick it up, put the transmitter down there and just twist it horizontally until these lights here, I think they will continue to flash, but the backlight should go red. So this can take some time, this. I don't think it matters which way you spin it. There we go, the backlights have gone red, so now it's time to spin it vertically. And it doesn't seem to take as long when you spin it vertically, and then all of the lights are lit and it's ready to go. So the next thing I'm going to do is connect to the Wi-Fi on the phone. One good thing about the 6 Plus is that it changes its orientation to horizontal, which is quite nice. So I'm going to go into the settings and go into Wi-Fi, and it's actually already connected to the ground from a previous time. So it's airbot ground that you connect to. So I'm going to go into the Walkera drone app and press connect, and we have got a picture. For some reason on the iPhone 6 Plus it seems to connect quicker than on the iPhone 6, the non-Plus version. I don't know what that's about, but I'm going to go into the modes there, and I'm also going to go into the settings. Now I have got it set to 2.7K because I'm going to export this video in 1080p, so I might as well choose the lower resolution, but it does do 4K, this one. So if I come out of there and then if I press record, the timer is going up and it should be recording. So let's go for a takeoff. I'm going to move it into GPS mode, which they call aerial mode, so you have to press down on the button to change that setting. And now I'm going to arm and step out of the way. Plenty of power, this one. Now, I did initially think that this had video stabilization, but it doesn't. However, I'm just looking at the footage on the iPhone and it doesn't look too bad. When I look at the quadcopter flying, it holds its GPS position well. However, it does seem to jitter a bit, and that's definitely going to come through on the picture. The FPV feed is absolutely brilliant though. I really like it. Get some height on. It does tell you your height. No picture breakup whatsoever. That looks great. It's a shame they didn't implement video stabilization, especially with it having a 4K camera. Walkera, if you are listening, that is something that we want from a quadcopter like this. So I'm just going to fly around a bit. Working really nice. Let's try and fly away. Now when I was flying this with the augmented reality app, the range was really good. In fact, I could kind of forget about the range. Still no video breakup. This is really nice. Actually works really well with the iPhone because you can bump the screen brightness up, and I'm having no problems whatsoever flying this. Now, I did mention before that I thought that it was adding aileron when you apply rudder or yaw, and it definitely is. I can see that on the picture, which is something new. It must have like a mixer on it. See there, when I go round with the rudder, applies aileron. Absolutely no need to use aileron. You could fly this one-handed. Very easy to fly. So I'm going to bring it back and let's check out some of the modes. Where are you? There you are. Very calm day today, which is an advantage for this. It's gone a bit duller so I can see the lights a bit better. Okay, let's see what happens if we go into manual mode. And just as expected, it just takes the GPS hold and you can fly it about with less restrictions, and the GPS isn't interfering. It's still got that mixer on the rudder. Let's see. No, it doesn't seem to have that. So maybe that's just the GPS kicking in. I don't know, I've never seen that before in a GPS quad. When you yaw and it's applying sort of an aileron mixer. So that's quite nice. Goes pretty fast. Video still recording? Yeah, of course. When you go full forward, it just points straight to the ground. Well, that mode's working nicely. So let's go back to GPS hold, and it instantly kicks in. So the other one was motion, which should be a higher rate. So let's see what happens there. So I pressed it. Is that any different? So it's still in GPS mode there. I'm not sure that's doing anything. So let me just try. So we've got that amount of throw. Let's go back into GPS. Oh yeah, it does have more angle on it, but not a huge amount. Yeah, very unnoticeable. Okay, and the last one is circle. So I'm going to go out to the middle of the field and try this. So I guess this is going to be a similar function to maybe the Phantom, where it circles you. I'm going to try it. Now there is an option in the app for circle, I believe. So just get it away from us a bit and a little bit of height. So it can't be too high up, because obviously I can't change the angle of the camera. So if I just go into circle and then press enter, what's it going to do? Not doing anything so far. Oh, so actually you control the circle moving the aileron, and it's not circling me, it's circling from the point where it started. So I can change the height. So I'm in shot a little bit, but then it's getting me out of shot, so not really circling around one point, and it's sort of drifting. So I can stop it and move it the other way around with the aileron. Can I move it backwards from me? Maybe that's what I need to do. Yeah, I can move it away from me. Very strange feature. I've not seen one like that before. So you're in full control of the circle, but maybe I had it too close to me. And then you let go of the stick and it carries on going at that pace. Oh, that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's doing it better. Just, I was too close to me, I guess. There we go. Looks quite nice on the video. Again, it's not quite circling to me. It's sort of changing its path kind of thing. But it's working. To see how that looks on the computer. It's looking quite nice on this screen. This quadcopter is so quiet. I love how quiet it is. And so we change it back to circle the other way. How are we doing for battery? Not bad. It's going to circle that way. Again, I'm not quite in shot. There we go. So it's not as accurate as the Phantom, but it does work. I think I'm going to get rained on here in a minute. So let's go back to GPS. It should hold. So we've got 8 minutes of flight time at the moment. So I'm trying to go into the map mode, but it's not letting me. I guess that's because I'm recording. So let's see what else I can do. See if I can stop the record in a second. That's stopped. Then let you go into the map. So then it lets you do the circle fly, but it wouldn't let me press the map until I stop recording. So if I press circle fly now, and you can change the radius just like the Phantom and then press start. And it's not doing anything until you move the stick, so I don't see the point of doing the circle mode. Let's pause that and go back. Let me go back. Oh, exit. I have to press exit there. Circle flight, waypoint, I'm not going to mess with. I don't have enough space to do waypoints. I never do waypoints with the Phantom either. So let's go back. Oh, no, I don't want to disconnect. Back to the camera, start the recording again. Let's go for a bit of flying. See what the battery's at, 7.2. This thing flies for a long time. You definitely do get 20 minutes flight time. So I'm just going to fly it around till it starts raining, because I don't think that's going to be too long. The camera's dealing with the really dull conditions quite well. Let's go for a flyabout, do a bit of FPV. I really like how they have dealt with the FPV system with this. It is just like the Phantom. In fact, I go as far to say that it's breaking up less than the Phantom. So what we really need is a gimbal or video stabilization, and this thing will be a real contender for sure. The app is a little bit buggy, but it works. It's not crashing. And the video is smooth as. 16 satellites I've got here. Oh, it's a spot of rain. We may have to come in for a landing. Now, I did do a full flight on the augmented reality video before, and I think I got about 18 minutes. So I'm not going to need to do a full flight with this. It's just really to test out the quality, really, more than anything. Let's get a bit of height on. See how it handles that. And then I'm probably going to have to bring it in for a landing. really stable today. So 120 meters. Let's have a pirouette around. Would be much nicer if I could move the camera around, which of course I can't. I try and move the joystick, nothing happens. Oh, we got a spot of rain on the camera there. Time to bring it down. It flies so nice though, and for such a small quadcopter as well. You'd think it was much bigger. That video is crystal clear. It's coming down quite slowly. Can I see it? Oh no, I can't. Oh, it's coming down very slowly. Come on. We need to get out the rain, guy. Yeah, it comes down slowly, this one. Really nice. Still got loads of battery left. But we do have a rain spot on the camera now, which is a shame. Okay. Let's do a return to home and see what it does. Maintains the same height, points back at where it took off from. You cannot interfere with it. Well, actually you can, but it takes a second or so to interfere with it. You see that? I was moving the sticks and it did interfere with it, but it took a couple of seconds to do that, so I'm gonna select it again. Points back again to where it took off and continues to land. It's slowing down as it gets to where it took off from. Trying to figure out where to land, I guess, and there we go, it's landing. Let's see if it can land without tipping over, because the grass is really long there. Look at that, just before it touched the ground. Nah, it's not stopping the props though. There we go. I think it's going to tip over. You almost did a nice landing. Yeah, it needs to stop its props once it's sat down on the ground. Now, when it was coming down, it sort of slowed down and touched, which was quite nice, but it doesn't stop the props, and you have to throttle right down, and it takes a few seconds for them to stop, and it can tip over in that time. So there you go, that is my review of the Walkera Aibao for its video functionality. It looks really good on the screen. I just wish it had video stabilization options, just like the Dobby drone, etc. So there you go, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.